Level 1, New Arrival. You walk down the cold concrete corridor of a maximum security prison in upstate New York. Heavy steel doors slam shut behind you with a loud, echoing, metallic thud. 5 years ago, you were an honored military veteran fighting for your home country. An unexpected street fight led to a tragic accident and a 15-year sentence. Federal officers escorted you past 3 checkpoints directly to your small solitary cell. A dim fluorescent light hums quietly inside this tiny 8 by 10-foot box. Guards monitor your every move through a reinforced glass window high above. The cell blocks faintly smell of cheap industrial disinfectant, old rusty iron, and lingering stale smoke. Your boots make heavy, deliberate sounds on the polished gray floor of Block B. Inmates stare intently through dark steel bars as you pass by their dark cells. You hold your head high and maintain strict discipline despite the heavy iron shackles. The head guard hands you a standard orange uniform and 2 thin blankets. Everyone here knows about your background in professional hand-to-hand combat and tactical training. Word travels fast inside the facility, which currently holds over 2,000 dangerous federal inmates. A senior officer leaning against the wall gives you a very cold, enigmatic look. He whispers that normal rules don't apply to someone with your unique skills. You sit down on the narrow metal bunk, thinking about your old civilian life. Beyond these high walls, city lights shine brightly under the cool night sky. Your freedom was taken away in a single tragic night that changed absolutely everything forever. Tonight, you lie awake, wondering how to survive in this harsh new reality around you. Level completed. Before we jump into the next tier of the simulation, drop a subscribe so you never miss a new story. Thanks for being here and watching now. Let's get back to it. Level 2. A mysterious offer. Late midnight footsteps echo down the quiet corridor right outside your heavy cell door. The senior guard unlocks the heavy lock without making a single sound in the dark. He orders you to follow him down the stairs, hidden behind the main kitchen. Down here, the air feels significantly colder and smells strongly of damp underground soil. You enter a large underground room beneath the main prison building. The warden sits behind an old oak desk, quietly smoking an expensive Cuban cigar. He looks over your military file with a faint smile on his stern face. He offers a secret deal that could cut your sentence by 10 full years. All you have to do is join an unofficial underground fight tournament inside the facility. Wealthy sponsors place massive bets on these secret fights every Saturday night. He promises that every victory brings you closer to an official, early release date. You realize that this corrupt system operates entirely outside standard state law and oversight mechanisms. Your physical abilities make you the ideal candidate for these high-stakes underground matches. The warden shows you a list of former fighters who quickly gained their desired freedom. A small voice inside tells you to remain cautious about this suspiciously easy offer. However, the thought of returning home to your family drives away all remaining doubts. You sign a simple verbal agreement in the shadows of this dim basement room. The officer escorts you back to your cell before the morning shift begins. Now, your military training becomes your ultimate weapon for survival in this dark place. Tomorrow night, you will step onto the hidden arena for your very first match. Level 3. The First Battle. Powerful spotlights illuminate a makeshift steel cage built deep beneath the prison. Cheering crowds of select high-ranking guards fill the dusty air around the perimeter. You stretch your tired muscles and prepare your mind for the upcoming physical confrontation. Your opponent is a massive inmate, weighing over 250 pounds. The referee gives a brief signal, and the dangerous fight begins without any delay. He charges forward like a wild bull, aiming to crush you against the wall. You use quick footwork to step aside and dodge his heavy initial swing. Your military hand-to-hand combat training allows you to spot his open physical weaknesses. A fast, precise combination of strategic strikes sends the giant contender to the floor. The crowd of watching guards roars with intense excitement at the sudden, sharp turn. High above in executive glass booths, wealthy investors applaud very approvingly tonight. Money quickly changes hands as bets are settled by corrupt prison administrators nearby. You calmly step back and regulate your breathing while checking your hands for injuries. The official referee counts to 10 and declares you the undisputed winner of the first match. Guards quickly lead you out of the makeshift ring back into the dark tunnel. The warden watches from his high vantage point with a sharp, calculating, dark expression. You have secured your first victory inside this brutal underground league of dangerous inmate fighters. Your body aches from the physical strain, but your mind remains fully focused now. One victory means you are one step closer to your dream of freedom. Back in your cell, you wash the cold sweat off your exhausted, weary face. Level 4. High stakes VIP guests. Elite billionaires fly in from New York City on luxury helicopters to watch these fights. They gather inside ultra-modern bulletproof glass suites built high above the underground arena. Exquisite, expensive catering service and crystal glassware contrast sharply with the raw steel cage below. A single bet on your fight can easily exceed $500,000 in cash. To these powerful rich people, you are simply an entertaining pawn in their game. They track your physical performance metrics using advanced private digital tech on tablets. Your name is becoming famous among elite underground gambling syndicates across the state today. The warden collects massive commissions for organizing these highly classified, brutal weekend spectacles. Security around the underground facility is doubled to protect these elite, wealthy visitors. You observe the expensive tailored suits through the dark-tinted glass above the brightly lit arena. Every punch you land generates thousands of dollars for men who couldn't care less. They sip aged whiskey while watching desperate inmates fight for a chance at freedom. You feel an intense anger growing deep inside your soul over this absurd inequality. However, you must stay calm to remain alive and reach your ultimate goal. The corrupt system treats human lives like dynamic numbers on a digital scoreboard. Another wealthy donor places $1 million projected bet on your upcoming tournament fight. You focus on your physical conditioning and ignore the loud noise from the VIP suites. High-tech cameras capture every second of action for exclusive private online streams. These powerful spectators demand greater excitement with each passing week of the season. You realize you are fighting not just against opponents, but against an entire network of greed. Level 5. Rising through the ranks. 5 consecutive victories earn you a formidable reputation among all inmates and guards. You train tirelessly in your tiny cell, doing hundreds of push-ups and deep squats. Every day brings new physical challenges that test your mental endurance to the limit. Other fighters in the underground circuit view you as the primary target to eliminate. An experienced contender from a West Coast federal prison challenges you to a bout. His fighting style is fast, unpredictable, and extremely aggressive, right from the opening bell. You carefully analyze his movement patterns during the tense first 2 minutes of the fight. A well-timed counterpunch hits the mark and secures your 6th straight victory. The warden gains even greater influence among powerful political figures thanks to your success. He personally visits your cell to deliver extra food rations and temporary rewards. You ask him about the official sentence reduction paperwork for your long 15-year term. He smiles smoothly and assures you that official paperwork takes time. A subtle hesitation in his eyes catches your sharp military attention. You begin to question whether his promises have any real legal standing at all. Still, you have no choice but to keep fighting in this dangerous dark arena. Physical strain starts to build up on your joints and old military injuries. You spend cold nights treating your bruises with ice wrapped in thin cotton towels. Each fight feels harder than the last as the competition gets significantly tougher. Corrupt management continues to reap huge profits from your consistent, hard-earned victories. You steel your heart for the ultimate trial that lies ahead in the tournament. Level 6. Shadows of Doubt. An old inmate who cleans the administrative offices quietly approaches you near the laundry room. He whispers that no fighter has ever actually left this prison through these fights. The sentence reduction papers are complete fakes designed to ensure compliance. The corrupt administration stashes successful fighters in solitary high-security blocks once they finish. Your heart sinks as you realize the terrifying reality of your endless trap. The entire system is built on total deception, manipulation, and cold, calculated financial gain. The warden never intended to let his most profitable assets walk free. You return to your cell with a heavy heart and dark thoughts. All those brutal battles were fought for a lie that never existed in the first place. The walls of your 8 by 10-foot cell feel closer than ever before. You look at the small calendar drawn in dust on the rough concrete wall. 10 years of your life are still marked in the official files of the state court system. You realize that winning inside the cage will never bring you true physical freedom. The wealthy VIP guests in the luxury boxes view you as permanent, high-yield investment property. A dangerous fire of anger burns inside you, replacing fear with pure cold focus. If the system refuses to play fair, you must find another way out entirely. You begin observing the physical security protocols of the underground arena during every fight. Guards carry special key cards and follow predictable rotation schedules throughout the night. You keep your newfound knowledge a complete secret from everyone around you. In Block B, survival now means planning a careful path through this vast network of absolute corruption. Level 7, the undefeated champion. Management announces a special main event match against a legendary undefeated heavyweight fighter. He has defeated 20 opponents inside the secret arena without losing a single round. Corrupt prison officials double the ticket prices for outside VIP spectators tonight. Over $3 million in private bets are placed on this single evening event. You step into the steel cage under the intense heat of powerful halogen lights. The champion stands 6'4", with massive muscular arms and shoulders. He throws strikes with terrifying power, trying to end the match in the opening seconds. You use tactical movement to absorb his heavy initial momentum and wear him down. The fight drags on for 10 grueling minutes of extreme physical endurance and grit. Blood drips onto the cold canvas floor as both fighters push past human limits. You spot a small opening in his defensive guard during a heavy, wild swing. A precise short strike lands square on his chin and drops the champion to his knees. The underground crowd falls into absolute silence at the unexpected sudden result. You stand victorious in the center of the ring as the new undisputed champion. VIP guests in the high-glass boxes cheer wildly at your incredible tactical comeback tonight. The warden counts his massive financial earnings with a greedy, satisfied grin. You look him straight in the eyes, showing no joy or satisfaction in your victory. You know this win makes you even more valuable to their illegal financial operation. They will guard you twice as hard to protect their main money-making machine. You return to your dark cell, knowing the time for decisive action is drawing near. Level 8, broken word. The next morning, you demand an official meeting with the warden in his office. You present your record of 10 consecutive victories and demand the promised sentence reduction. The warden laughs quietly and leans back in his expensive leather chair. He pulls out your official state file and tosses it into a heavy desk drawer. He coldly informs you that your sentence was just extended by state authorities. Fake disciplinary infractions were added to your file without your knowledge or a trial. You realize you are legally trapped in this facility for the rest of your life. The warden tells you flat out that you will fight whenever he orders you to. Any refusal to participate will result in immediate lifetime solitary confinement in a dark basement. You maintain your professional military composure despite the overwhelming rage in your chest. You realize that appealing to their humanity or honor is completely useless here. The entire facility operates as a private business, designed to extract value from inmates. You return to the cell block escorted by 4 armed tactical guards. Other inmates look at you with sympathy, knowing the true nature of this system. You sit on your narrow bunk and map out every detail in your mind. The illusion of legitimate freedom is completely shattered forever in this terrible dark moment. You transform your frustration into pure tactical planning for the decisive move ahead. Every security map, every guard shift, and every electronic lock detail is stored away. You will no longer be an entertainment tool for corrupt billionaires and brutal administrators. The final fight will take place on your terms and under your rules alone. Level 9. A plan takes shape. Over the next month, you pretend to fully accept your tragic fate without complaint. You continue fighting in weekly matches, keeping corrupt management completely relaxed. Meanwhile, you establish quiet contact With 2 trusted inmates working in maintenance, you gather tiny pieces of critical intelligence about the underground facility's power distribution grid. The main generator room is located right next to the entrance of the underground arena tunnel. During fights, security attention is fully focused on the ring and high VIP boxes. A sudden, complete blackout will trigger emergency protocols and unlock main security doors. You memorize the exact 60-second delay before secondary backup generators kick in. 60 seconds is all the time a trained military professional needs to make progress. You prepare your body for peak explosive physical performance during the next major event. The upcoming tournament final will draw the largest gathering of wealthy international VIP guests. The warden plans to stream the entire evening live to exclusive private digital networks. Security will be focused on protecting billionaires in their high, luxurious glass suites. This high-profile event provides the perfect cover for your dangerous tactical operation tonight. You train silently in the dark, counting every second of your physical exercises with precision. Your mind is clear, focused, and completely free of any remaining fear or hesitation. The system built to exploit you will soon face its ultimate, unexpected collapse. You look at the dark steel bars of your cell one last quiet time. Tomorrow evening will decide whether you remain a prisoner or win your true freedom. You fall asleep with absolute determination, filling every part of your weary soul. Level 10. The final cage. The arena is packed with guards and high-profile VIP guests. For the Grand Championship final, bright lights shine down on the steel structure as you step into the ring. The warden watches proudly from his central glass box with a glass of champagne. You give a subtle signal to the maintenance inmate standing near the breaker panel. Suddenly, the entire underground facility plunges into pitch blackness as the lights cut out completely. Chaos erupts instantly inside the crowded dark arena as alarm sirens blare loudly. You move with speed through the dark cage, relying on your military night vision instincts. You vault over the steel barrier before guards can even process what is happening. In total darkness, you navigate the underground passages using your precise mental map. Emergency doors unlock automatically according to Federal Fire Safety System protocols. You reach the upper maintenance level, while guards scramble helplessly in the darkness below. The warden screams frantic orders over the internal radio system, but no one can respond. You break out onto the main facility roof into the cool, pouring rain. High security walls stand between you and the deep, dark woods of upstate New York. You take a deep breath of fresh night air, feeling real freedom for the first time. Behind you lies a corrupt system of illegal fights and greedy billionaire gambling. You jump into the shadows beyond the perimeter fence, vanishing into the dark, dense forest. The trap that was meant to hold you forever is now completely broken behind you. You are no longer a tool of profit for cruel men in luxury boxes. Your long journey through the dark is over as you step into the light.